What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is a very exciting day as I'm just on my way to head out to go pick up my new snow-checked 2022 Pro RMK Matryx Slash. So it's one of the first three that showed up at the local dealership here. So let's not waste any time, let's head over there and pick her up. Okay, so here's our first look. This is actually going to be the first one leaving the dealership. Riverside Motorsports here in St. Albert. This is actually my first time laying eyes on a Matryx. We've got it here next to a 2021 Chaos. So you can see the difference. And with them side by side, you can really see the difference in the tunnel. On this axle, it just looks big, square, obsolete compared to the sleek Slash tapered tunnel. So that gray turned out really awesome. So let's load it up, get it home, and we'll have a closer look there. Alright guys, we are back and we've got it here in the garage behind me. So this is my 2022 Pro RMK Matryx Slash. It's 155 with the 2.75 Series 8 track. Holy smokes, that is a mouthful. This is actually my first Polaris I've rode only due up to this point. I previously had a 2018 Summit X 165. So as I kind of go over this, I'll make a few comparisons between the two, but we'll do a quick walk around and then I'll dive in a little closer into some of the features. Starting from the front, and we'll make our way back. So the first thing I do notice is the panels, the front end. It is just very streamlined. Panels are so tucked in. When you compare it with the outer edge of the ski, you can just see how everything tapers in. and how little resistance there's gonna be from this side panel. So very, very narrow. Got the new style headlights. Tough to see, they're kinda blacked out and almost smoked. They look pretty awesome. Haven't had a chance to actually test out the brightness yet. So for shocks, we've just got the base model Walker Evans shocks right now. And so I just went with these because I will be upgrading to the Brant Fox shocks. So there's no point in me upgrading from factory here. So these are going to be coming off. Slightly different ski loop for this year. Then moving up, the big old forehead. So the first thing you realize on these sleds. And I mean, it's definitely bulky. Stands out a little bit, but not as bad in person as it does online. You don't notice it too much. And so also just went with the standard gauge. I personally didn't see it necessary to get the giant gauge. For as much as I look at this, you basically glance to see you're hitting RPMs. That's about the only thing I use the gauge for. It's usually covered in snow anyways. But let's pop open this compartment. Haven't had a look in here yet. So, oh, that goes pretty deep. So the one plus side to the big forehead is there's quite a bit of storage in there. Makes up for a little bit because this new design fuel tank, losing that under seat storage that the previous Axis had. So they're making up for that storage in here. Slightly redesigned center console. So this is just manual start as well. No need for that extra weight for the electric start. I will say though, coming from a sled that had the shot start, that was a very nice feature, and there's gonna be some days I'm certainly gonna miss it, but can't have it all. And the highly anticipated tether. So it's going to be interesting to see how well this one works. Again, coming from the Skidoo, they've had phenomenal tethers for several years now. So it'll be interesting to compare this. The high, low handle warmers, your headlights. So pretty basic. That's all you need. So with the Matryx, they have kind of all the redesigned seat and fuel tanks. That fuel tank is much lower, narrower, and like I said before, it takes away that rear storage you used to have. But very narrow, especially right up over top. That seat tapers down a lot. That's kind of the theme of this sled, is everything's just tapered in to just make it as streamlined as possible, as narrow as possible. So again, you can see that really narrowed and tapered down seat. And it is very narrow. You can squeeze your knees and almost have them touch in the middle. Bars nice and narrow, nice height. Very ergonomic. And once again, everything just looks so tucked in and streamlined. There will be very, very little drag from this sled. Which leads us to the tunnel itself. So of course, with the Slash model, we've got the short tunnel as well as the tapered. So it's both tapered at the back up this way, tapered in from the top, and even that snow flap is tapered quite a bit. The snow flap is almost non-existent, it just points straight out. So there's a good shot of that short tunnel. Again, it's going to be interesting to see how this does going up on the trail. Obviously, cooling will be jeopardized somewhat. But that being said, they do have the new and improved cooling system. So you can just see the start of the exchanger there, tucked right in at the front of the tunnel. So that should help quite a bit. So like I said before, we've got the 2.75 Series 8 track. What I did notice is the holes here for the drivers are massive. And the rails are really open, tons of spacing. So this should clear out snow really well. Also new to the Matryx are the adjustable toe holds here. So right in the back, we've got some adjustable points. Different air intake. They went with the frog skin. So this design is very reminiscent of my Summit 850. And I've cracked a handful of those. So these ones are tucked a little more around the corner. So they should be out of harm's way. So let's go ahead and pop off the panels and have a look at the guts. So with the new side panel, got the new latching mechanism as well. So these are just 3 little quarter turn knobs. And then it just swings open, comes off really easily. Lots of insulation. So a little closer look on the right hand side of the sled. The giant muffler. And no, unfortunately there's no turbo tucked in there. They were just near impossible to get a hold of. So we've got the coolant on a bit of a slant here, tucked in. Should be decent access. Here we have the belt drive. So again, coming from a Skidoo, this is all new to me. So I'm really excited to drive a belt drive, see the difference with engagement. So other than that, not a whole lot to be seen from this side. Okay, so on this side, got the spare belt holder there. It's a little spark plug tool. Our oil tank. And then the clutches, of course. Little Allen key. So So again, I'm not familiar with the Polarises, but I'm gonna take a crack at taking this front hood off. That was extremely easy. So you've just got the two little clips at the top, the gauge cluster, and just like that, the whole hood comes off. Okay, so we'll look under the hood. 850 Patriot. We've got the fuse box. It's very accessible. Again, we've got that spare belt holder. Then at the back, we've got our plugs. 1 and 2. Fairly accessible. The guy moved the steering post around. Should be able to get in there. Not too bad. Again, coming from the Skidoo, we put over 3,200 clicks on it and never had to change plugs. Polarises are a little more known for having to do some plug maintenance, but looks like access isn't too bad, so not the end of the world. There you have it, guys. Nice little walk around of the new sled. It's definitely nothing you haven't seen before, but hopefully it's just enough to scratch that itch until your snow check shows up. So I'm very impressed to see it in person, get my hands on it, and I cannot wait to take it out. Make sure to like and subscribe. There's gonna be tons of videos coming up. I've got a lot of goodies ordered for this sled, so there'll be a bunch of installation videos of those coming up, and also tons of footage putting this machine through the paces. So make sure to subscribe, guys. You don't want to miss out. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next video.